Hey everyone, Sky here to discuss the Spongebob movie, Sponge Out of Water, starring Antonio Banderas, Tom Kenny, Clancy Brown, Roger Bumpus, Bill Fagerbakke, I don't know if I'm saying that right, Carolyn Lawrence, and Mr. Lawrence, and directed by Paul Tibbett and Mike Mitchell. Now, before I get into this review, I have seen this movie before in theaters, not in 3D. I kind of wish I did see it in 3D, honestly, but I didn't. But what is it? And it's because of this animation style, I'll say. But let's get into the movie, and you'll see what I mean. On the island of Bikini Bottom, Burger Beard, played by Antonio Banderas, gets through the traps to take a book and fights a skeleton and flies back to his ship and reads about SpongeBob SquarePants' town of Bikini Bottom to some seagulls, and SpongeBob does everything he loves, from his job to jellyfishing to hanging out with his friends Patrick Star and his pet snail Gary, and his boss Mr. Krabs defends his formula with an army of SpongeBob and Patrick versus Plankton. And all of this is working quite well, and it's making me laugh much more than last time. Plankton's robot runs out of gas and doesn't have any money, and the whole town laughs at him and cries for about 20 minutes until he tries to steal it again for real, and SpongeBob catches him, and Mr. Krabs' restaurant is on lockdown. As the formula disappears and Mr. Krabs tortures Plankton and with knock-knock jokes and SpongeBob's laugh, and people won't want refunds as Mr. Krabs tells everyone to blame Plankton, and SpongeBob defends him as it disappear and blows a bubble with Plankton and SpongeBob in it, and Bikini Bottom becomes an apocalyptic world, and this is harmless for kids, and the animation is still pretty good, and I'm liking every minute of this as it's making me crack up. SpongeBob and Plankton stop by Patrick's place and tells the mob they're at their neighborhood, and they go to a Sandy Squirrel's house and realizes it's the end of the Krabby Patties, the famous burger from the Krusty Krab, and also try to get Gary on the team. And he says no as they get out of town. And I'm thinking, when I first saw this, I thought this was a different movie for SpongeBob as a movie and a TV show. And SpongeBob sings a song about teamwork, and that song didn't feel necessary. And SpongeBob and Plankton plan on building a time machine and go to Plankton's restaurant, the Chum Bucket, and grab it computer as well as a key out of Patrick's neck. And Patrick is the best character, in my opinion, in this movie, as he's really funny. They build their time machine at a taco shop with teamwork, which is clever at best. They travel 4 days into the future, as it looks like a desert, and travel in space and meets Bubbles, the dolphin, and he's pretty funny in this for what little he does. And in the very future, as two planets, Saturn and Jupiter, smash into each other, and they run off and go to the day before and grab the formula and go to the day that happens in the current events in this movie. Burger Beard arrives on land and starts making Krabby Patties, as he's the one who stole the formula, and that was a good reveal, in my opinion, anyways. SpongeBob and Plankton grab the wrong bottle, and SpongeBob wants to sacrifice himself, and the town smells Krabby Patties coming from land, and I'm laughing as I'm entertained in this movie. Bubbles gets SpongeBob, Patrick, Mr. Krabs, Sandy, Squidward, and Plankton to the outside world land, and they become the CGI looking animated characters, which looks pretty good, and I'm laughing at the humor in the beginning of these scenes. SpongeBob and the gang go to Burger Beard, and he transfers them to Pelican Island, and SpongeBob rewrites the story to the gang and coming back and are strong with powers to and fight Burger Beard, which is entertaining me in a way that makes me laugh. They're badly wounded until Plankton becomes Mr. Muscles, called Plankton. Two different words. Who is a bodybuilt and helps SpongeBob and the gang and grabs Burger Beard and kicks him off the island off to the island near Bikini Bottom, and they get back to Bikini Bottom and make Krabby Patties, like 3,000 of them. And Gary chases Plankton and Burger Beard and the birds hanging out around him earlier in the movie sing the SpongeBob theme song with some rap, which did feel funny in an odd kind of way. And the climax was great until the ending. And after the credits, when Gary chases Plankton, always cracks me up. I'm sorry, it always cracks me up. Now it's time for the rating. I'll give this movie a 7.8 out of 10. It made me crack up very much, and it is very funny, and I'm laughing as I'm entertaining. The characters work great, especially Patrick, and I do like the animation in both worlds. And Antonio Banderas does do a good bad pirate in this movie, and it's a fun, harmless time for the kids and SpongeBob fans, and I had fun myself. And I think this is a better movie than the first one. And so I'd like to thank you guys for joining me. And next time I will be back with SpongeBob movie Sponge on the Run, which came out earlier today, if you could believe it. And until next time, SpongeBob.